Alright, let's try this for the third fucking time. I am trying to make this video, but I'm trying to, one, keep the sun out of my face, and two, make sure that y'all can't see where I am, because the ink is not dry on the contract paperwork yet between Swift and this company. So I made a really long video the other day. I've been here now for, I think, 2 weeks. Yeah, this is my third week. Um, and I made a video because I'm super excited about this company. But nobody told me not to post a video. I just know Swift really well. I know this company really well. I just didn't think it was going to be a good idea. So, when it is a good idea, I will let y'all know. But, excuse me, I just ate. I did take a dedicated route to stay here in Houston. I do drive all over Texas throughout the day, and then I come back. And we come here every morning, and we do it all over again. Now, we are allowed to stay here at their facility, but I typically don't. I'm an OTR driver at heart. There was a huge difference between driving in the city versus driving over the road. And I got to tell you, the first week I was really fucking exhausted. And some days we only drive 4 or 5 hours. And I would feel like I had driven like 2 days straight, 11 hours all the way over the road. My body is accustomed to long, open stretches of road, 65 miles an hour. You don't got a lot of people cutting you off out there in the open road, and a bunch of, in the city, especially here in Houston, they're the fucking shittiest drivers. I don't know where the fuck these clowns, maybe from Circus, I don't know who's handing out these people licenses, but Houston, y'all fucking suck. Y'all make Floridian drivers and California drivers look like some fucking baby genius motherfucking drivers. Even in the rain. Put a Floridian on the top of a mountain in a blizzard, and that motherfucker's gonna drive better than y'all drive on a 117 sunny, dry day. Everybody in Houston thinks they're NASCAR drivers. Everybody. And everybody in Houston hates truck drivers. Now, while they hate truck drivers, if you're from Texas, you have mad respect for this fucking company that I'm driving for. So when they're in the back of the trailer and they see the trailer, they're like, oh my God, yes, 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 yes. And then they get to the front and they see that I'm a Swift tractor, and then it's like, oh, fuck this bitch. And that's what I want to talk about. So I watch a lot of YouTube stuff. That's how I found Swift. I picked Swift. If you watch my earlier videos, people ask, why Swift? Why Swift? Why Swift? Because if my dad, rest in peace, was still here on this earth with me, he would kick my ass if he knew I was driving for Swift. My dad was a truck driver, and please believe, he did not drive for fucking Knight or Swift. But I didn't want to, pay out of pocket thousands and thousands of dollars, go to some school. I didn't want to have some state trooper dude judging me before he even gets in the damn truck. I didn't want to have to go through all that DPS driving. I didn't want to do any of that shit. So, there's another Swiftie doing something fucking retarded. That's what I'm getting at. So, this video is really for the Swift drivers. If you're already a Swift driver, this is my plea. I'm watching this motherfucker. If he fucking even thinks he's gonna hit my bumper, I will blow this motherfucking horn. Swift drivers, I gotta tell you. Now, before I do this, let me say, I am not perfect. I don't know a perfect truck driver anywhere. Now, the guy over at Bonehead Truckers, he claims to be pretty close to perfect, but even he says he's not perfect, and he's been driving since he came out the womb. So, I have fallen in love with his channel because I fell in love with Swift because of all of the hate that they get. Whenever I have my own platform outside of trucking, and for those of you who follow me on other social media networks, y'all see I have a platform And I'm not bragging, but I am connected to a whole other world outside of this. I come from a very interesting family, which is why I wrote the book. Um, and as far as knowing people in high places, I know a lot of them. But as far as truck drivers go, I don't know many other than the ones in my family, and they are all retired or dead. So I came to Swift because, out there in Hollywood land, or, whether you're an author, a singer, an actor, whatever, the people that I know that are in high places, they used to get upset about the hate comments. You know what? I embrace hate comments because if somebody is taking their valuable time to hate on you, then you're doing something right. Okay? The hate comments are not about you. They're about something that person is going on with, something they got going on. It's about them, it's not about you. So when a company like Swift has so much fucking hate on them, like people see your shirt says Swift and they start looking at you like, damn, here comes fucking Swift. Um, you know, that's what attracted me to them. One, I wanted to be that Swift driver that didn't fuck up shit. And two, I wanted to be the female trucker with Swift that didn't fuck up shit. And three, you don't get that much hate for being a really shitty company. Now, granted, there's a lot of people out here, not just on YouTube, people in general, who like to get on social media and believe everything they hear and see. And that's fine. Um, if you don't want to listen to regular news because you think it's fake or whatever the fuck, that's your prerogative. But see, I deal in statistics. I'm a science major, as most of y'all know. I'm a fucking registered nurse. I went to college. I got my life together. I choose trucking because I fucking love it. It was a way to grieve my dad. Y'all know the story. I fell in love with it. I fucking love getting up and driving this truck every day. I don't give a fuck where I'm driving it to. Just put me on the road and let me roll. Don't call me. Don't bother me. I won't call you. I won't bother you. Just let me fucking do what I like to do. I write. I drive. I write. I drive. Rinse. Repeat. Keep it moving. So, here in Texas, specifically, because let me show you how Texas I am. My clock now is a 12-hour clock. What does that mean? When you go here, I know the sun is so fucked up right now. Yesterday I had 70 hours. I had just come off a reset because kids had virtual school and, well, that was a mess. But anyways, so yesterday I was on the clock for damn near 13 hours. So now driving in Texas, I can drive a complete 12 hours without ever having to take a break. You notice I'm missing an off-duty thing? Yeah. So these are the things you have. You have your 12-hour driving clock, 15-hour on-duty clock, 70-hour week clock. So basically every day I have 15 hours to drive 12 hours. Got it? So I can be on duty doing nothing for 3 hours, and then we keep it moving. So every day I have a 12-hour clock now. I didn't even know that was a thing. It switched, I guess it was like the third or fourth day that they realized. They gave me some time because, I change my mind all the time. They wanted to see if this was something I was really going to be able to do because I am an OTR driver. I don't like knowing where I'm going every day. So they found the perfect account for me. I never know where I'm going. I never, ever, even though it's a dedicated account, I never know where the fuck I'm going. They send you different places every day, but I love the company. I can't wait to tell you all about it. Anyways, one thing I'm noticing here in Texas is I get fucking dogged out by people. Not just civilians that don't drive trucks, mundane people that drive four-wheeled or three-wheeled or two-wheeled vehicles, but by other truckers, by even the people that work in the truck stops. Texas, you know, I hate Texas. If you've never heard me say that before, you haven't been watching my videos. I absolutely, like, loathe is a better word. Loathe Texas. Can't fucking stand it here. It wasn't my choice to live here or move here as a child. And then I met my husband here, graduated from here, and then we had kids, and now the kids don't want to fucking move because all their families here, yada yada fucking yada, whatever. Um so anyways, needless to say, I'm fucking stuck in this shithole. So I have built my own foundation of fans or whatever you want to call them outside of trucking. I'm a whole different person outside of this truck. I'm very involved in advocacy work. I do a lot of philanthropic work. I'm quite political. I am what they call a voice for the voiceless. If there is an injustice in this world, I'm that bitch on the front lines that's going to sit up there and be waving and screaming. If it's something I believe in, and if it's not something I believe in, then, I'm either pro or con, and I'm going to let you know either way. So, my husband is very shocked that I haven't been shot yet because I don't think I've ever had to flip off or go off on more truck drivers specifically ever. Ever, ever, ever. My middle finger may as well be permanently attached to this driver window because that's how much I have to Alright, sorry about that, guys. My son had some technical difficulties at the house with the online school. But, yeah, for the love of God, I'm tired of being punked. And if Swift isn't going to address it, I'm going to address it. Y'all know that I don't care about anything. I don't care if I ever get in trouble. I've been in trouble before. I don't care. Because I'm not out here specifically for money. My life at home, my kids at home don't depend on this money. I drive because I genuinely fucking love it, and it makes writing my books a whole lot easier. I genuinely fucking love my job. I genuinely fucking like Swift. I do. And I said that over there on the Bonehead Truckers, and boy, the comments, I was just like, y'all really fucking hate Swift. So, I am begging, let's go ahead and change. Let's work on changing. It's 2020. Anything is fucking possible at this point, right? Somebody's playing a big fucked up game of Jumanji, and we're all fucking pawns in this game that we're not a part of, right? So it's 2020. Can we finish the year out with some good positives about Swift, please? Could you give a fuck about what you look like when you get out? They made me feel so bad about my little drawstring cute shorts that I went and put on some khaki shorts. And that is no fucking lie. I'm wearing khaki shorts right now. I went and ordered smaller Swift shirts because they made me feel bad about my baggy one. They look that bad. Now, some people, like I'm from Louisiana, green, purple, and pink go together during Mardi Gras, but not the way she had it. You would not be accepted in New Orleans during Mardi Gras at a parade when everybody's blitzed out of their mind drunk, looking like that kind of Joker-ass shit. Get it the fuck together. Don't get out of your fucking brand new 2021 Swift truck, no shirt on, with your fucking tube socks and your chanclas and shit. Don't do it. Don't go under bridges on dirt roads that you don't have no business going on. Here's another one. Don't do U-turns. For the love of God, Swift drivers, stop fucking U-turning. Don't do it. I don't care what this bitch says. This bitch yesterday, there was a Swift driver. We were leaving this place. And this part of Texas over there, what's the name of that highway? LaPorte Highway 146. It's very under construction. Like, very under construction. So, it had been a while since I had been to this particular place. And I said, okay, well, the construction's changed a little. They finished one part. Now they moved on to the next. I said, well, fuck, how the hell am I going to get back on 146 North? There was a Swift driver behind me. We were both going the same place, all the way to New Braunfels. So, I see where it says to turn, and I look. Not today. Told this bitch, I muted her. I'm from here. I've driven all throughout the state of I've driven throughout the whole United States my entire life. I started driving when I was 12 fucking years old. I'm not ever going to get lost in Texas. So I said, not today. I will take it up to 225 around and catch I-10 on the backside. No fucking way was I about to turn on that street. But you know what? The other Swiftie behind me, he stopped and he looked and he followed me. And that was a good idea because if he would have tried to make that turn, his trailer would have been in the ditch. Sometimes this bitch, I'm not going to say sometimes, 80% of the time this bitch will fuck you over. She will get you in the general vicinity of where you need to be. Then, common sense, which I'm finding out, it's not all that common, needs to kick in, and you need to get out of your truck and assess the situation. Do not turn in someplace that you can't. If you even think that you're going to run over a curb, hit a sign, don't turn there. Don't do it. If your gut tells you for 1 second. You know, like when people are on trial, they say, if you have any doubt, 1% of doubt, you can't convict them of being guilty. You can't say that they're guilty because there's that shadow of doubt. If that happens to you when you get to an intersection or a turn or whatever it is that this bitch is telling you to do, if you have that shadow of doubt, don't do it. Figure out another fucking way. I don't care if you have to pull over, put your flashers on, stop traffic. Do what is safest for you. They're going to talk shit about you whether you're doing good or bad. They're going to do it because your truck says Swift. Don't give them any more reason to photo or video or talk shit about you. Hold up traffic. Hold it up. I do it. I don't give a fuck. You are not fixing to catch me doing no stupid shit. I don't care. If I have to hold up traffic, well, then go around. Four-wheel drivers will figure out a way to get around you. They will manage, okay? If you're trying to roll and look down, I've seen it. They're looking down. They're trying to figure out why this bitch doesn't type while their tires are rolling, and they're steadily rolling at like 7 or 10 miles an hour. No flashers on. People damn near running into them because they think that they're going the speed limit. Just stop your fucking truck. Put your flashers on. People will go around. In this truck, you cannot give a fuck about what anybody outside the truck has to say or do with you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My arm hurts. I gotta turn it this way. It doesn't matter. You cannot think about what's going on out there. When it's just like stepping into work. When you step into this truck, all of your home life, your fucking bills, your wife or husband cheating on you, whatever the case may be, whatever Larry, Curly, and Mo out here are talking shit, making fingers, and doing stupid shit to you, you cannot worry about any of that. When you step into this truck, you're stepping into the office for the day. Everything else stays outside. If you bring that bullshit into the truck, then you're driving distracted. I don't like to get personal on my channel, but I'm going to tell you something. My son's going through a really hard time right now. And he struggles with depression a lot. And he did something really fucking stupid the other day. You know what? I found out about it when I was off. We have a Life 360 app. We all are on there. And, you know, so my mom doesn't fucking call me 20 times a day. She can always see where I am, if I'm moving, if I'm stopped, whatever. It even tells you how fast everybody's going. It tells you everything. They saw that I was driving, so my husband made the right decision. If he would have called and told me this bullshit while I was driving, bam. My focus is now on my son at home and not on what I'm supposed to be doing. My son is fine. He just did something really stupid that he shouldn't have done, and we're getting him the help that he needs. But you cannot be dealing with personal shit in this truck. And sometimes I wonder if that's why people, you know, just get out of the truck looking the way they do. But you're fucking it up for everybody else. If you want to dress like some podunk hillbilly from Pascagoula, Mississippi, and, you know, I have a personal vendetta with Pascagoula, Mississippi. So if you're from there, I'm sorry, I just don't fucking like your town. And I don't give a fuck. I don't drive through Pascagoula. You'll never catch me near Pascagoula. No, it's not going to happen. Had 2 instances where 2 different brothers have almost died in Pascagoula, Mississippi. The racism there is out of fucking control. No, I fucking hate that place. But that's what these people getting out of Swift trucks look like. They look like they was rolled out of some backwoods-ass Pascagoula, Mississippi trailer park. And you're fucking it up for everybody else, okay? So put your fucking clothes on the right way. Make sure that they're clean. Probably try to de-wrinkle that shit. Get a fucking lint roller, you know. They're not that expensive. If you need one, I'll send it to you. Like, I'm being so fucking serious. And for the love of God, drive your fucking truck the way you're supposed to. If you don't know where you're going, don't let everybody else know that. Because we can tell. You can tell when a motherfucker doesn't know where they're going. Please believe, the trailer is telling on you. The trailer is telling on you all the time. At the point where you don't know where the fuck you're going, stop. Pull over if you can. Get your shit together and then get back on the road. I am tired of being punked out. Y'all are going to give me a shout out here because the way I talk to y'all on YouTube and those of you who follow me on other platforms, y'all know I don't give a fuck. I am blunt. I don't have a filter. I just say what's on my mind. And I'm sorry, but you're not going to punk me out here. It's not going to happen. Two motherfuckers tried to cut me off the other day. I know they saw the sign that said that the left lane closed. And I've been seeing these same truckers go up and down the same highway every fucking day for the last, going on 3 weeks now. They want to get in front of me. I rolled down my window. I said, you're not putting that flatbed in front of the nose of this truck. It's not happening. You can cut off that dude in front of me. He's letting everybody go. But it's not happening. You are not going to punk me out because I'm in a Swift truck wearing a Swift shirt. It's not going to happen. But the reason that people are punking me out is because other Swift drivers are out there doing stupid shit. So cut it out. You're fucking it up for the good drivers. I'm tired of getting punked out about being a Swift driver. I'm not going to quit. I don't got a reason to quit. And I had a conversation yesterday with a Swift driver who was doing something fucking bonehead-like. I was like, well, dude, I waited for him to finish what the fuck he was doing. I get out of my truck. I walk up to him. He's flustered. He's frustrated. It happened to be his second day out solo. I remember that. We all remember our first week solo. I don't give a fuck if it was in 1952 or if it was last week. We've all been there. So there is some consideration that goes out to, and I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. We've all been new drivers. We've all done stupid shit. We've all done fucked up shit. You can't say that you haven't. If you have, well, you're fucking retarded. So I get out. I go up to him. He's completely flustered. He knows everybody's laughing and joking. And I said, look, tune all that shit out, okay? Tune it out. Let's talk about why. Let's go back to the beginning. In what made you think this was going to be a good idea? And we talked about it, and I explained to him why it wasn't a good idea and why it wasn't safe. Okay? Let's help each other out. I'm not making this video to make fun of Swift drivers. I'm not. Plenty of other people got plenty of Swift footage for 10 lifetimes. I'm doing it so that, one, we can try to fix this reputation problem that we have, and two, help each other look better, man. Like, come on. If you don't give a shit about your life that much that you just think it's cool to walk outside and just be looking homeless, you don't need to be out here. You need to be kicking it on the bayou somewhere, drinking your Lone Star beer and smoking your Virginia Slims. Like, honestly, what the fuck are you doing out here? At least figure out a way to get you like an old Peterbilt or something and go kick it somewhere else where you're not making everybody else look bad that drives for the same company. Take some fucking pride in who you are as a person. Even if you don't give a fuck about Swift, you should take some pride in yourself. Like, this is a hygiene issue. This is a professionalism issue. Right up there, Swift is safety by choice, not by chance, right? Right underneath that needs to be professionalism. You should look fucking professional when you get the fuck out the truck. At least look decent. Look like you fucking turned the lights on when you got dressed. God damn, man, like, it's fucking ridiculous, the shit that I'm seeing here. I almost want to go back over the road just because what I witnessed by Swift drivers in the state of Texas is so fucking unbelievable. I almost feel like I'm being punked. I look at this and I'm like, this can't be real. Slap myself around like, this can't be fucking real. Am I really watching this shit? Yeah, that's really happening right now. Cut it out. Please. It's embarrassing. It is so embarrassing. And to the dumbass truckers who think that you're going to punk me out here on the road, one guy told me, I'll see you at Love's. I waited for him. I am not that scared bitch. Now, I'm not trying to get killed out here either, but I will never back down from anybody. If you are man enough to talk shit to a woman, I'm going to make you prove your manhood for sure. And I'm telling you, you don't want these kind of problems. If you know how to read, or at least listen to an audiobook, if you know how to download an audiobook, I highly suggest that you read my first book that's coming out, because it's going to tell you a lot about me. You don't want these problems. We all got our CDL. We all should know the fucking rules of the road. Don't be a douchebag, see you next Tuesday, sorry ass motherfucker who read all the motherfucking signs and just wants to cut in front because you feel like you got somewhere to be more than I do. Because I'm not going to let it happen. You can cut off the person in front of me, but you're not fixing to get in front of this tractor. Now, if you're nice and you got your blinker on and you say, oh, I'm sorry, hey, I didn't, and that happens. People apologize. I am not a pushy driver. I'm not. I let people in. I slow down. I don't have to be anywhere fast ever. Ever. A guy literally just left a comment on one of my videos saying, I got a speeding ticket. I was going over 100 miles an hour and Prime wouldn't take my application. Can I come to Swift? I'm going to tell that kid, if he's watching this video, the same thing I typed him. I sure as fuck hope that you learned from your ways and that you don't think that we're actually out here at fucking NASCAR. You don't need to drive anywhere over 100 miles. You don't need to drive 100. The average speed limit on the Houston freeways is 90 miles an hour. And then they wonder, okay, we're in quarantine. We're supposed to be in quarantine. Not many people are quarantining. Supposed to be in quarantine since fucking March, right? April for sure. Here we are in August, and we still got over 4,000 deaths on the highways. I see why. The fucking, it says when you go in to get your license, keep up with the pace of the speed of traffic. I'm going at a tortoise pace compared to the Houston drivers going 90 fucking miles an hour. They have the little tickers that tell you how fast you're going. I saw somebody just yesterday, 97 miles an hour on 610. The speed limit is 60. So this guy says, oh, I was going over 100 miles an hour. Now, he had a crying emoji face, so, maybe he's sorry for what he did. But that's a problem, okay? You shouldn't be driving that fast. The only place you're going to get going that fast is 6 feet in the ground. And right now, during COVID, you're not even going to get that. You're going to get burned with the rest of the hundreds of thousands of bodies that are dead from COVID, and you're going to get put in a pine box and sent to your family who's going to cry, wondering why the fuck you had to go so fast. Slow the fuck down. You don't have to be anywhere that fast. Okay? So let's get it together, people. I know this is a long fucking rant, and I'd say I'm sorry, but I'd be lying, because I'm not. It's been coming. I've been out here for 3 weeks watching this shit, and I'm just like, I'm fucking over it, man. Swift, if I see you doing some dumb shit, I'm going to walk up to your truck and I'm going to ask you about it. We have got to help each other out. We have to. This is, while I find the videos quite entertaining, I also try to figure out what the fuck are you thinking, because I'm a science geek and I like trying to figure out people's thought processes. But it's really fucking it up for the good drivers out here, and I don't like it. So let's do better today, people. Let's do better. Let's take it one day at a time. Let's, make sure our socks are matching, and if they're not, at least people can't see them, and let's make sure our clothes fucking match. Take a shower. You shouldn't have such greasy hair that I think that you just took a shower and forgot to dry your hair, or you're sweating so bad that it's dripping down your shirt. And actually, it's just fucking grease buildup. Your hair should never purposely look wet if it's not wet. That's called grease. It's called you haven't taken a shower in God knows how fucking long. Don't do it. Be clean. Take a shower. Put your clothes on right. Have some pride, some self fucking respect. If not, stay the fuck home. I love you all. Peace out.